Hello, this is Catherine again with the Homestead Academy and continuing with the series on my binders. This is our financial binder, and if you want to know more about the binder itself, I would direct you to the home management binder video that you can find on my channel, and that kind of explains what these binders are and why I use them. But this is for our finances, and I keep this separate from my home management binder because I like to I keep a lot of stuff in here, and it just got to be too much. It would have been too much for to keep all in that home management binder. So open it up, and the first thing we have is a pocket, and I've just used the label maker to write put a little sticker here. It says bills to pay, and this is when I get the mail and I open up the bills and I put it in here, and I have 2 days, one at the beginning of the one at the mid-month part and one at the end of the month where I pay bills, and so this is a constant revolving pocket for me. I also put some stamps in here. We use USAA Bank, and so we don't have a local branch, so any checks we receive have to be sent in, so I keep extra envelopes for that in here. Again, I use the Avery dividers. So we have a calendar, ledger, receipts, bank statements, investments, taxes, financial goals, helpful hints, payoff info, and a miscellaneous. So I will go through these. Before we get to the calendar, there's a separate pocket in here. And again, these are these double pockets with a little flap at the top to keep stuff from falling out. And a label maker. This is what I use to make the little stickers for petty cash. And this is where I keep my checkbook and checks to cash. Again, we have to mail our checks in, so when I do the bills, I just do the envelopes and mail them in then. And petty cash, you know, if Girl Scout shows up at the front door and I want that box of cookies and I don't have, you know, $3.50 lying around, so that's where I keep this. Or if the kids need money for something and I don't, you know, I typically don't keep a lot of cash in my purse, so this is where they can go, you know, we can pull out $5 or whatever it is that they need. And I don't keep a ton of money in here, but, you know, I just stick a little bit in there just for emergencies. So the next page, the section, is the calendar, and this is my bill calendar. So again, I haven't written all the information on here that I normally would, like the amounts and on all that, but when I open the mail and I get the bill from like my Target credit card, I will write on here when it's due. I'll put Target when it's due. I'll put the amount. I don't do the minimum amount because we pay everything in full each month, just because I hate paying anybody interest. But anyway, this is what I would do. I would put Target and I would put the amount owed for that month. And I do that for all of the bills, insurance, investments, mortgage, and all of that. So that's that for the entire year. Then the next section is a ledger. And this is something I did on my computer. Just it was tedious, but I liked how it looked, so it was worth the time that I spent on it, I guess. So this is just a ledger where at the beginning of each month, I put what's in our savings, what's in our checkings, I budget out what we spend our money on: mortgage, food, gas for the cars, utilities, all of that, insurance, kids' activities, all of that gets done here. What our budget is, what the actual was, and what the net was. And then below there's just a list section for deposits. And so I have one of these for each month of the year. And then in the back, and I just put a little sticky tab so I could just flip right to it, is our check register. I pay most of our bills online. But occasionally, there are things that we have to write a check for. So, you know, there's a thing for the check number, the date, who it was to, and the amount. The next section is where I stick all of our monthly receipts, whether it's the grocery store or Target, or we ate out, or bought gas, or whatever. It goes into this envelope here. And then at the end of the month, that gets all cleaned out. Now, sections 4, 5, 6 are empty because I took the stuff out, but this is where I keep our bank statements, our investment information, and stuff for taxes. I know I love the computer. I love the computer. But I'm still somebody who likes a hard copy of certain things. So I like a hard copy of our monthly bank statement so that I can go through and check off as checks have been cashed. I can match things up with my own register, and I have it right here instead of sitting at the computer. Same with the investment stuff and the tax stuff. I like a hard copy of certain things. And then behind number 7 is a financial goals worksheet. And this is just something where we have filled out, obviously this one's blank, but in the real one, my husband and I have sat down together and we've decided what our short-term goals are, the estimated cost, the target date, the amount we need to save each month to reach that goal. Same thing for medium and long-term. Section 8, same as the meal planning binder, same as the home management binder. This is a section for tips and things that I've found on different websites that I've printed off that I just want to reference later. Section 9, we don't use this section anymore. I can probably just take it out, but it's was for payoff info. When we bought our home, and we had to buy quite a bit of furniture and stuff for it, and we did things like, we bought certain things from Home Depot, and if we opened a Home Depot credit card, and you pay a minimum balance each month without any interest, as long as you pay it off by a certain date. And so that's where I kept that kind of information, so that I would make sure that before that certain date that was completely paid off, so that we wouldn't have to pay any of the interest. So that's what that was for. And then section 10 is a sheet for all the username and passwords for the internet. And this is especially helpful to have in my financial binder, because this is where I keep my passwords and usernames for the utility company, for our mortgage company, for like our Amazon credit card information. All of those things I write down here. So when I'm paying the bills and I go onto those websites, I know what the user's name and passwords are for each of those websites. And this came from organizinghomelife.com, and I will post a link below. And then the last thing in here is a little envelope. It has a spot for a CD, but I only use this part of it, and it just wraps around like that, and it's just a little pocket. And this is where I keep the saved receipts from the monthly receipts. If there is a receipt in there for a video game or something that may need to be returned later on, or has a warranty, whatever, I put it in here so that I know where it is for later use. And then the back of the binder has another pocket, and I don't have anything in that one. So that is my financial binder. If you have any questions, again, just post them in the comments below and I will answer them. Thank you for watching.